Okay, let's go through the judiciary following the NRL opening round of the season. There's some player suspensions and there's a lot of fines being dished out by the NRL Judiciary. Let's start with the Canberra Raiders because they've been punished the most, I think, as with players being suspended. Joey Tarpany's got a 2-match suspension for that shoulder charge, and Xavier Savage has got a 1-match suspension for dangerous contact. So they're going to be big losses for the match in round 2 against the Broncos. That's coming out of the win over the New Zealand Warriors. The Bulldogs, Stephen Crichton and Jacob Preston have both been fined for dangerous contact. Stephen Crichton's got a fine of $1,800 and Jacob Preston's got a fine for $1,000. This is, again, they were both put on report and the Bulldogs win over the Dragons. The Cronulla Sharks, Britton Nickera has got a dangerous contact charge. He's been fined $1,800. Kurt Donaghy of the Dolphins has got a dangerous contact charge as well. Again, $1,800 being fined out of his wages there. Lazarus Valiepu of the Melbourne Storm has been given a fine for a high tackle of $1,000. Tyson Frizzell has also got a fine for the Newcastle Knights for a high tackle. Another $1,000 has been coming out of his wages. Carl Lawton of the North Queensland Cowboys, dangerous contact charge. He's been fined $1,000. The St George Illawarra Dragons have got 2 players who've received fines. That's Matt Feagai and Emre Gula for dangerous contact. Feagai has got a $1,000 charge fine. Emre Gula has got $1,800 coming out of his wage packet. Angus Crichton has got a $3,000 dangerous contact fine. That wasn't his first offence. And Jack Whiten has got hit with 2 separate charges. He's got a 1-match suspension for a high tackle and a $1,000 fine for dangerous contact. So the player suspensions following round 1, we've only got 3, but the judiciary has been very, very busy. I feel, the Raiders, I think, are the most impacted by the judiciary with 2 players suspended. Joey Tarpany captain out for 2 matches for that shoulder charge. Brain dead decision that he decided to take in round 1. He just takes out the opposition player with a shoulder charge, no attempt to even tackle. And Xavier Savage, I think that's a big loss on the wing. Jack Whiten, I think that is a loss for the Bunnies, considering that they have got players already out as well. Lewis Dodd, new signing, he's suspended for a couple of games. Jack Whiten now suspended. You've got Latrell Mitchell out injured, and while they win their opening round, that's going to be a problem. But there's a lot of fines here. A lot of fines, and people will be raising eyebrows. Why are some of these actions that have been put on report, including high tackles, only worth fines, and they're very negligible fines at that? So there is some eyebrow raising with some of the decisions taken by the judiciary. I know it's round 1, but only 3 players suspended for foul play. Yeah, we'll see how consistent the judiciary is for the rest of the season. But I thought we'd have a look at the suspensions following round 1. Very interesting. I think the Raiders have been hurt the most by player ill discipline in round 1. But there's a lot of fines there. If I was to tally all that up, we're looking at about $15,000 to $20,000 worth of fines in total. That's a lot of money leaving players' pockets. But at the same time, will the judiciary be consistent now? Will they be consistent going from now all the way up to the grand final? Will there be consistency? So with Tarpany with a shoulder charge, will other players who commit similar offences be banned for 2 matches? Xavier Savage, for example, with his dangerous contact in trying to stop a try being scored, will it be a match or will it be more? And Jack Whiten, for example, a high tackle, 1 match, yet Lazarus Valiepu only gets a fine. There's already inconsistency there. If we're going by this, Jack Whiten gets a game suspended, Valiepu only gets a fine. Consistency, I know that there may be a first offence for one player and it might be a second or third offence for another, but you can see there's already some inconsistency with how the fines are being dished out and the length of suspensions for some players. But there we go. Thank you very much for watching. Place your thoughts on the judiciary in the comments section below, and I'll have some more content for you guys very, very soon.